Oh dear. Hey, who's in the room? Oh, hey, Marcus. Yeah, I literally just got your thanks that you sent me like a few seconds ago. No problem, my sweetheart. No problem. Hey, trying harder. How's it going, babe? Yeah, I kind of just figured. Oh, Marcus. Yeah, it's time for a 6-month outlook. I totes agree. Totes agree. Hey, Nancy. How's it going, darling? Hey, Michelle. Oh, trying harder. I swear you make me blush, you do. So complimentative. I don't feel very gorgeous at the minute. Seriously, like, I'm literally wrapped up in my hoodie because it is literally freezing. I am so cold. So cold. Got my heating on and I'm still really cold. So I hope I'm not coming down with something. Oh, my God. Nancy, he was a fake K. I know. Thing is, Nancy, you kind of had to see it for yourself. Yeah, I did try. I did try, and I did try. I mean, like I say, you had to see it for your son. So there was no point in me sort of saying, you know, step back. I sort of gave you the bad news and you had to make this decision yourself. You did. You had to. Oh my God, my wonderful Star Lordess Tarot. Oh, wow. Yeah. I kept saying over and over, he's not the person that he's making out to be. There's just a few things about him that just didn't add up. So, oh my God, Star, the beautiful Deb. How are you doing, Deb? Seriously. Me and you are definitely going to have a catch up. We need it. We definitely need a catch up. I know, I missed you too. Yeah. I know, and I'd say I'm really sorry about this. It's hard, isn't it? It's really hard. But at least you can move on. I didn't want to be really harsh with you and sort of, I didn't really want to be harsh with you and sort of, you had to see a lot of it for yourself, really. That's why I kept telling you, Nancy, don't get your hopes up with this guy, because he wasn't being completely honest about what he was telling you and who he was, obviously. I did tell you not to get too involved. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We can't always pick up on that sort of stuff, Nancy, but what we did pick up on was a lot of, he's not being completely honest with you. There's a lot that he's telling you that's not necessarily true. And, they gave you the ins and outs, really, the fact that you shouldn't be getting too involved. So that's the thing, isn't it? Star, we can catch up this week. We definitely can. We definitely can catch up this week, my beautiful Deb. You think you know who he is and you're trying to find him? Do it, Nancy. Do it. Seriously, do it. Proper ask this guy. And also ask him on social media so that all the other people that he probably may be in contact with know exactly who he is. Fucking do it, Nancy. I would. He's a piss-taking guy. And I kept picking up. I wondered if he was married. Do you know if he's married? Or out like that? If not married, in a relationship. They gave you his name. Wow. The real guy, no. Yeah. I don't know. At least you're kind of forewarned not to get too involved. You know, it's hard. I know. It's hard. Well, you're going to feel bad for the real guy because his photo's being used elsewhere, isn't it? It's not as I wouldn't like it. You sort of imagine it, don't you? And you sort of think, what if somebody was using my images to portray, for somebody else to portray being me, and it wasn't actually me? It was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Yeah, someone's scabbing him. It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. So yeah, I wondered about that. You know, like off of that, what Marcus has just said, a reverse image stuff. You know, on the actual program on MTV, Catfish, the Catfish show, they use this like program where they can do a reverse image and find out where the original image came from and who the real person is, so you can let him know that someone's using his photos in his profile. Yeah, the Catfish show, Rosie, that's the one. Oh, Michelle, who won Punya's reading? Right. I've said it on a live feed earlier on this week, and I'm having to repeat myself again because she's still not got in touch. Her name is Stacey Garrett, and Punya chose her. I left a comment on Stacey's comment with my email address, telling her to email me, and she still hasn't emailed me. I've looked on Facebook to see if I can pinpoint who this lady is, and there's, you know, I end up with like so many people with the same name, and it just wasn't going to be worth it really. So I've left the comment. She's got my email address, and it's up to her to get in touch with me. I don't even know who she is, you know. So yeah. Charlie is okay. He's doing much better today. He actually started picking up a little bit late yesterday morning. And I gave him like a bit of Calpol yesterday morning. It just seemed to pick up. And then I didn't have to give him any more after that. He just seems to have like come through no end. So I think it was like a bug, you know, like a 48-hour. Well, it's a bit longer than that, actually. You know, it's like a 3-day sort of bug. So, but he seems so much better. And we went out today as well, you guys. We went to like this Civil War reenactment, and I went to it last year, you know, and it's the English Civil War, and it was something called the Battle of the Sconce, which is in Newark, which is literally like a 40-minute drive from where I am now, and the whole family went because it was just me, my dad, and the kids last year. And like this year, all of us were able to go together, and we had such a great time today. And they had like all the cannons going off and the guns. It wasn't like real, it was just gunpowder, but it was just so interesting. You got this like commentator over a microphone who was explaining what they were doing and why they were doing it. And I love stuff like that. I do, going over history and stuff. Yeah, it really was awesome stuff. And I needed that day out as well. You know, because I've been cooped up with the kids being off school because they were ill. Because Abby, she'd got a bit of a dodgy tummy, let's say. But she sort of settled down by Friday. She wasn't too bad. But Charlie, his temperature were driving me crazy. I just couldn't seem to keep it down. I was ready to take him to a walking centre, but he picked up yesterday. So, yeah. Yeah, you love it too, Star. Yeah. So, yeah. It is precious. Totally agree, Rosie. It is precious. And I definitely needed that. And then my brother, who came today as well, he was on about doing it because it's Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow. And he was on about doing like a road trip to the coast to spend the day at the coast and in the amusements and stuff because the kids love the arcades. And I was like, all right, and yeah, I'm up for the long drive. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. I'll do it. Yeah, I think so, Marcus. It will be nice, so I'm up for it. The only thing is, I've got to take the car. Luckily, Halfords is open in the morning. I've got to take the car to Halfords to get the left rear brake light fixed. It's gone. Got to go get that sorted. So I'll be doing that first thing in the morning before we go anywhere. Yeah, I mean, whether the weather's nice or not, we'll still make the most of it. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? Marcus, I now have to take my car first thing in tomorrow too. Yeah, so it's a Scorpio thing. How many other Scorpios have got issues with the car? Yeah. Rosie, still praying for us, but we are parting ways for a bit. Oh, bless you, Rosie. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I will start. Yeah, I'll do Monday Funday tomorrow. It'll be when I get back. Now, I'm not sure what time I'm going to get back in Derby. We are just going for the day. We're not staying or anything, but it's a long drive back. So I should imagine I'd be back by 8 o'clock at night, ready to start at past as usual. So, hey, Noor, how you doing? Yeah, I think it'll be all right. So yeah, we'll still do Monday Funday, even if I end up doing it late. Keep an eye on the community section of my channel. If you click on the little tab that says community or discussion, if you keep an eye on that, I'll let you know if it'll be on time or not tomorrow. It will definitely be on. I'm not sure what time. Depends on when I get back. So yeah, I was going to ask the same thing, Michelle. What's going on with Marcus's car then? Yes, you guys. I totes. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Star-Lordess. Her readings are fantastic. Seriously, if you want it straight down the line, what's going on in that period, she will give it to you. I love stars readings. I always check out my Scorpio. I always tend to find those, Star, with your readings, the Virgo, which is my rising sign, tends to resonate a little bit more. But I love it. I love it. But Star is a Scorpio as well, you guys. You know, like how we always say, like, Scorpios read Scorpios really well. Star is a Scorpio. Her Scorpio readings are the shit, isn't it? Marcus, when I came back from my trip, the car wouldn't start, but my mechanic got it to start. So I'm going to take it in to be sure. Oh, bless you, just getting it like double checked. Second opinion. No, I totally agree, Rosie. Totally agree. No, so true, okay. Reading's great, yeah. I was actually considering, you guys, I don't know if this is something I probably should do because there's a lot. Oh my God, she's here. You guys, Tudor Rose Tarot. Hey, oh my God, how you doing? You finally made it to one of my live feeds. I've been waiting like forever. Seriously. Rosie K, you're the shit too. I know. We know this. We know this. Michelle, the only time I get your community stuff is when I'm already on YouTube looking at music. That's when I'm able to comment so quick sometimes. Oh, bless you. Do you guys get a notification when I post on that then, or not? Tudor, I'm good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, if some of you guys haven't even checked out Tudor Rose Tarot yet, go do it. You know, especially if you're really into those pick a card readings. She does loads of pick a card readings, and they're actually quite interesting. You know, it's definitely worth the nosing to subscribe to her. And I think Tudor, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Tudor Rose Tarot is a Scorpio as well. Serious. There are more Scorpios in this room than you think at this moment in time. Jamarcus, why do I keep saying Jamarcus? It's because I'm reading it. Yeah, Virgo rising too. God, Marcus, me and you so alike then. Yeah, Scorpio sun, Virgo rising, and Aquarius moon. No problem, Tudor Rose. You definitely warrant the credit. Yeah, another Scorpio. Scorpio love, defo. Seriously, I love my fellow Scorpios. That's the thing, though. It's like, you know, like when me and Star-Lordess get on face chat, on the rare occasion that we actually do get to catch up with each other. Seriously, we will sit there and chat for hours and hours. Seriously, it's like I'll look at the time. I'll start chatting to her about 10 o'clock at night or something, and I know she's 5 hours behind me. And I'll literally randomly look at the time, and it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, where's the time gone? We just chew over loads, don't we, Star? The time just seems to dissipate when we get going. But we'll keep saying that we're going to do like another like joint live feed. You know what I mean? But I wanted to, we've already done it on my channel. I wanted to do it on Star's channel. And we're going to try and figure out how to do that. But if plans stay as they are for this year, I am supposed to be. Well, I am. I'm going to do it. By hook or by crook, I'm going to do it. I just don't know when, because obviously you guys know the situation with my granddad. I'm going to be travelling to Canada at some point soon. Like I say, it's just a bit sticky situation because my granddad, I'm not really going to leave him for that length of time. But I'm supposed to go to Canada. So hopefully you guys should get a live show on Star's channel and mine of us both actually together in the same room, which would be awesome. Yeah, Trudy, you got to check out Star's reading. She's the shiznit. Defo. Rosie Blair, weed is legal there. Get some medicine. I'm talking about Canada as seriously. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Yeah, we will. We're going to plan it out, aren't we, Star? Another live feed. But yeah, I'm talking about, I wonder if it would be go Canada. And Rosie's like, yeah, weed's legal there. Rosie, I fucking love you, girl. Serious. Oh, dear. Dawn. Virgo Sun, Aries rising, Pisces moon here, but I admit I have no filter for stupidity. I have a bullshit detector. Seriously. I have a stupidity detector. Seriously. I hate stupid people. Tudor, we should all get together as Scorpios. Yeah, as Scorpios defo should. We stick together. Rosie, we'll be in trouble hanging out together. I can imagine, Rosie, you would probably get me in so much trouble if we ever met. I swear down now. I can imagine us like trying to skip off into the sunset and getting carted and fucking locked up or some shit. Oh, bloody hell. You guys crack me up, swear down. It'd be fun trouble, seriously. Oh, I've had my fair share of trouble in my youth. In my youth. I am a nice, calm, collected, respectful, decent human being now. My days of being labelled as K.O. Kaylee back in secondary school are over. I'm kidding. Well, maybe I'm not kidding. I don't know. If any of my old school friends come across this, they may tell the truth, I suppose. But in the meantime, I'm a nice, decent human being, you guys. Serious. Yeah, everybody's going to be thinking that, trying harder. The eyes tell something else. No, I'm being serious. I'm a respectable person now. Hey, Kim. Oh, it's lovely to see you in the room, my sweetheart. Oh, dear. Anyway, you guys, yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be a Sunday super chat sesh, but I'm seriously quite happy just sat here chatting to use. Like, if anyone wants to put one forward, then do it whenever, and I'll just do it at the time. I'm not going to enforce it tonight, though, because I'm just really enjoying having a laugh with you lot. It's been a while since I've actually had a good laugh. I'm just going to be honest. Does that mean I have to have the bail money ready? Seriously. If that anything shit like that happens, oh my God. I do not get myself in trouble these days. I'm a good girl. I sorted out a lot of my bad attitude as a youngster years ago. You guys forget I'm in my 30s now. Dawn, want to go nowhere, do whatever, come dragging in. Same man, what a night day, seriously. Oh, I can imagine if I ended up with like Rosie and Dawn. Be like a scene out The Hangover, wouldn't it? They're waking up with someone's fucking tiger in my bathroom. It's cray. Oh dear. So yeah, you guys, yeah. I'll tell you what though. I cannot wait for this trip to Canada. Seriously, we've been talking about it now for months, you know. And I mean months. It's been planned for quite some time. And Star's fella Tony, he's got a channel on YouTube as well. You guys, you should definitely check it out. It's called something like I Am Hungry Now. And he does like all these like really, really interesting meals. And they really are like for example, and the one that I still am yet to try, but I'm definitely going to try it. I'd rather try it when Tony makes it though, if I'm perfectly honest. But it's that Sambuca shrimp. Oh my God, Sambuca shrimp, you guys. He did this video where he did it, and it was just like, who would have even thought to put Sambuca and shrimp? Seriously. It's just one of those things you don't even think of, but it actually looked so yummy, and I've got to try it. I've definitely got to try it, yeah. That's it, Star. I Am Hungry Now, yeah. Yeah, you got to go check it out. And he also did these like baked potatoes with like bacon or something wrapped around them, and they look so yummy. And seriously, I mean, Star's been telling me that the food tastes delicious and that he's such a good cook, and you can believe it from his style of cooking as well. I would definitely say he's got a very eclectic style of cooking. Yeah. Yeah, it looks delicious, Star. It looks delicious. Ain't she one lucky car, you guys? Seriously, she gets to be married to a dude that can cook like that. Oh my God. Never mind anything else. Who gives a shit if they got money or nice car or nice house or big dick? No, if the guy can fucking cook, you fucking bag that shit right there. Seriously. That is all that matters. But serious. Star, you're one lucky lady, you. Yeah, good cook is everything. People always say, don't they? Like, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I drop that shit. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach, seriously. Cook me a beautiful egg custard tart, and I'm yours forever. Seriously. I actually bought some, you know, from the co-op. Look, I'm addicted to these. Co-op egg custard tarts. I just ate 2 in a row before I went live. I shit you not. Egg custard tarts. With nutmeg on the top. Yeah, it is nutmeg in it. Yeah, 2 silky vanilla egg custards finished with grated nutmeg. I love egg custard tarts. I'm totally addicted to them, and you can get like 2 for 80p in the co-op. OMG. It's the co-op, Kim. Cooperative. I don't know if you guys have them like in the US. A cooperative. I know you guys like have your main supermarkets like Walmart and whatnot. You could get them from just about any sort of major supermarket, I should imagine. They're just called egg custard tarts. Tartlet. Tartlet. Yes. I'm gonna read some of these comments. 2 in a row, I was a mess as a teenager. Who wasn't? Seriously. We're kind of at an age now where if you weren't a mess as a teenager, something's wrong. Marcus, that sounds delicious. Yes, it is delicious. Very delicious. Very, very nice. Tasted lovely. Yeah. I mean, I sort of, I started to calm down really when I had my daughter. I mean, I had my daughter at 21. Yes. Star Lordess have never seen those before. Oh my God, can I send the recipe to Tony so we can make you some, Star? Or I'll send the recipe to you, you give it to Tony, and he can make you some. Or just get him to Google it. You can Google it. They just got egg custard tarts. Do you know, if you guys had said to me that you would love to come to the UK, you can't wait to come to the UK, if you'd have said this to me last year, I would have probably said, yeah, come, it's fantastic, blah, 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 blah. But you know what now? And I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm ashamed. I'm not the only one. Very ashamed. It's hard to say, I know, and I really don't want to go there because they'll get upset, but UK is as beautiful as some areas are. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. There's a lot of stuff going on in this country that the mainstream media will not report on. Serious, you guys. It's getting bad. But yeah, back to the food. Let's just get back to the food. I'm going to read some of these comments. So, I'm planning on interviewing Tony for his channel on my channel to let everyone know about his amazing channel. You ought to do that, Star. Definitely. Definitely. That'd be amazing. If it helps, I don't mind doing the same. Kim, other than Brexit dramas. Yeah, other than Brexit dramas, seriously. There is something a lot more serious that's going on at the minute. I mean, I'll tell you guys if you really want me to. But it's really bad. Not even going to lie, it's really bad. It's borderline illegal, actually. What's gone on? It's terrible. But Marcus, I ate my ass off in New Orleans. Oh, I bet they've got like proper, like deep South Cajun sort of food down there. I'd love that. Kim, gosh, stay safe. Well, that depends, because what's going on at the minute is enough to spark another civil war, put it like that. Bourbon, yeah. Oh, I actually tried, and I don't know if it's an actual thing or if someone just made it up over it to make it sound American, but I actually tried like a bourbon barbecue sauce, like steak. Is that a real thing over there? I wondered, like, I didn't even know you could get like bourbon barbecue sauce. Seriously. It was so yummy though. Marcus, oh man, Kate, it was amazing. Yeah, I bet it was. The fried chicken, really. Dawn, don't be ashamed. If meet lovely people like you, then it's just the world around us all that's not great. Well, it is a real thing. I did wonder. Bourbon barbecue sauce. You've got some in the fridge? Wow. I didn't know if that was like a proper, like, traditional sort of American thing or not. I just wondered, someone made it up and tried to make, bourbon and barbecue sauce that's American. Sorry, you guys, just a minute. Still bunged up, but then again, it's really cold here, so that's the thing, isn't it? You know, when you've had a few days of nice hot weather and then it cools right down, even though temperature-wise it's not that cold, you feel it more, don't you? Oh, dear. Trying harder, fudging hungry now. Tummy growling. Rebecca Perez, can I ask a question? If it's to do with a reading for you, my sweetheart, it's a Sunday super chat, Sesh. So if you want to pop a super chat through, I'll be happy to answer. I'm just sort of chatting in between, Rebecca. That's kind of what I do on a Sunday super chat. If someone pops one through, I'll do it. But I just carry on nattering away regardless. So, Yeah, it's Sunday Super Chat. So like I say, it's like question answered for Super Chat today. Join me tomorrow though, Rebecca, because I'm doing the Monday Funday tomorrow, and those readings are free at the point that I'm live tomorrow. So join me for that one. We sort of do a quiz, and then the winners of the quiz get a free reading. So, and it's a tarot quiz. So yeah, join us tomorrow. No problem, Rebecca. Well, yeah, I'm just having a chat, Michelle. But technically, the video's titled Sunday Super Chat Sesh, so. But you guys know what I'm like. I'm still quite happy nattering on, even though there ain't any coming through. I'm still quite happy. Star, that's what's been happening here. What's that, Star? Have I sort of jumped conversations again? Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah. A lot of these will tell you what the readings are like. Rosie, I've been gifted 3 tarot decks now. Perhaps it's a sign. Wow. Hey, you guys, I wanted to tell you, speaking of tarot decks, right, do you remember when I told you that I first started reading 15 years? No, 16 years ago now. I was 15 when I started. And I actually found online my first ever tarot deck. I shit you not, I actually found it because this was so difficult to find, and I have looked and looked and looked over the years, and they finally got this specific tarot deck on Amazon. Do you guys want me to say the name of my first ever tarot deck? I'm going to get it as well. I'm not going to get it just yet because I've got a few expenses to sort out first, but I will get this tarot deck. It is the Titania Star Tarot. Titania Star Tarot. Let me just write it in the comments because you guys can like check it out. And if any of you guys want to purchase it, I suppose you can. But Titania Star Tarot. Take a look at the imagery on the cards though. If you Google it and click on images, you can take a look at the the cards themselves. They're very, how can I explain it? Oh yeah, with the weather, yeah, it's really cold. But yeah, they're very sort of they're a kind of a mixture of vibrant and abstract at the same time. But I don't know, that was my very first tarot deck that I ever had. And it was amazing. And I think it was my friend who I spoke about before from when I was a kid, Danny, she'd bought the deck first and I wanted one, so I bought one. And they used to sell them at WH Smith in town. And it changed to Waterstones. But yeah, I went and, it might have been Waterstones where we got them actually. But yeah, and at the time they were like a tenner for this thing. And now like on Amazon, I think they're just over 20 quid. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go and get that deck again. Titania Star Tarot. And she's actually also got Titania fortune cards as well. So I was thinking of getting those as well, you know. Fortune cards. I might order them on Tuesday, actually. Hi, Perpetual. Yeah, I would think graphic art. Yeah, I'd say graphic art. I don't know if I can actually find one on my phone because I know sometimes let me have a look. Sometimes it's not quite clear to sort of see it on screen, but if I turn my brightness down on my phone, you might be able to see it actually. Titania. I'm acting like a tit now. Star Tarot. Images. But yeah, it's sort of very kind of abstracty. Let me just turn my brightness down so you guys should be able to see this a little bit better. I don't know if you can. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Do you see what I mean? Oh God, brightness has gone up again. Like, I don't know if you guys can sort of see how sort of abstract they are, you know what I mean? How pretty is that? This was my very first tarot deck. Seriously, you guys. Queen of Swords. There we go. Let's like skip through. But yeah, like that's the death card there. Yeah. Look at that. Very, very abstract, I think. But yeah, this was like the very first tarot deck that I ever had. That's the Chariot there, you guys. And I absolutely love that deck. The High Priestess. Oops. The Lovers. I'm definitely going to get this deck again. Obviously, I had it when I was 15 and a lot of time has passed since then. So it kind of got a bit lost in house moves, etc., etc. So, yeah. Kate, you trying to sell some of your decks? Bloody hell. Oh, Michelle, roll with it because I've had a week from Hades. I will definitely throw you some cards, Michelle. Madia, are you doing free reads? It's not free reads today, darling. It's a Sunday super chat. So $5 super chat readings today. If you want to pop a super chat through, I'm happy to throw you some cards for whatever you need. Right then, let's do Michelle. Michelle, my dear Michelle. Michelle. Hey, Ponya. How you doing, babe? Yeah, the deck's just amazing. Right, Michelle, my dear Michelle. Message for Michelle. She's at the week from Hades. Me get some clarity for Michelle. Okay, Queen of Wands reversed. I can see he's seriously pissed off. That's the thing with the Queen of Wands reverse. She's not just a queen bitch from hell. She's been forced into that kind of anger. So it could be an indication, Michelle, that you may be a bit ratty with people at the moment. Okay, which favourite tarot deck? My favourite tarot deck is the Vice Versa Tarot. I love that deck. Absolutely love that deck. Punya, hey K fam. I love it. I love it. The Ace of Wands. That's gone out. I'll leave that to one side. The Emperor reverse. The Eight of Swords. I can see why you're having the week from hell at the minute, Michelle. Right. Clarity moving forward, please. And advice for Michelle. Ugh, Ace of Swords reverse. So you need a new perspective. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Three of Cups. And okay, Death reverse, six of Wands. As far as advice, this is looking a little bit awkward. Right. I can see that something's actually gone on here. You've lost control of, you may have just lost control of your temperament, if anything. I can see that you're really, really pissed off. I don't know, that Emperor in the reverse, it's like a lack of control, but you're not in the right headspace to even think of what's the right thing to do next. I definitely advise that you try to calm I know obviously you're going to be really pissed off, maybe even a bit emotional. I don't know, I just think with that Queen of Wands being in the reverse, you're really angry about something here. I think the Emperor in the reverse is probably trying to, especially with the Eight of Swords being there as well, Michelle, while you are in a headspace that you are at the moment, you're not in the right headspace to resolve any issues or to even know where to start. I think the main advice here is just to calm things down a few notches, personally. Find a way to relax, find a way to clear your mind so that you can find a solution for what's going on here. Whatever's gone on for you, obviously, either they're not being clear with me personally or they just don't want me to discuss it live on air, which is totally understandable. This is your personal private business. I definitely say, though, whatever's pissed you off, you cannot deal with it while your head's up in the clouds. You need to come back down to earth a little bit and calm down so that you can deal with this. They gave you a hard time over the whole nephew situation. Well, they're gonna, aren't they? Because nobody's stepping up to the plate like you. That's really what this boils down to, isn't it? It's the fact that you care and no fucker else does. And it's like, oh, no, she can't take the high road. She can't make us sound like the, you know, the bigger person or the best person here. You know what I mean? I definitely say to you, a new perspective on the situation's needed. It doesn't matter. And I think that the new perspective really here is Michelle. Right, Nadia and Senup Shah. I will definitely get around to you guys in a moment. I'm just finishing off with Michelle. I definitely think the new perspective here is as long as you know you're doing right by your nephew, everybody else is irrelevant. Everybody else's opinions are irrelevant as well. Don't get tied up in your head. Don't go getting angry. Don't go getting pissed off over something that's really irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, if you actually think about it. Yeah, you tried, but they're all yelling at you and telling me I'm doing the wrong thing and saying the wrong thing. No, you're really not, and you know you're not. You need to stand by your convictions, because at the end of the day, you are the one that has that child's best interests at heart. And if they can't understand that, that shows their level of care towards the child. You are not going out of your way to take on this child, but you do have him in your forefront, and that's exactly where he's going to stay. And that's what they need to understand. Nothing they say is going to take that level of worry away from you. And you want to be saying to these people, you want to worry when I stop worrying. You want to be concerned and have a go at me when I stop worrying about my nephew. That's really what this whole base is. It's like when it's for any mother, that's your maternal instinct kicking in. And we do have it for our nieces and nephews. It's only natural, isn't it? There's no need for you to cry. I think I know obviously you've cried, you've got angry, you've got very upset. I think now's the time for you to sort of calm yourself down a little bit, relax, breathe, realise you're doing the right thing, and that what everybody else says is completely irrelevant, because at the end of the day, you will never stop caring and worrying about your nephews. And that's just how this goes. You need to be letting these people know, be concerned when I stop caring and worrying. Until that point, back off. And I really do feel that you are doing the right thing. And also with the Three of Cups, this just goes to show how close you are with your nephews, and the fact that you have this beautiful friendship, this beautiful family tie, that's never going to go away. Your love and care for them are not going to go away. And if anybody else got anything to say about that, that is their level of immaturity, because you have their best interest at heart, and it needs that. The book stops there. The book stops there. It's as simple as that. If they want to use the kids in a petty way like that, using the kids to have a go at you, is the most selfish and immature thing that I think I've ever heard in my life. Because you're the one that cares for them, and I know you do. Maintain it. Maintain that level of care. Screw everybody else, because guess what? At the end of the day, when everybody else screws up, you're going to be the one standing there with open arms saying, I'm going to sort these kids out. You stand strong in your convictions, babe, definitely. And fuck everybody else's opinion. It's irrelevant. They can't be having a go at you just for caring. It's ridiculous. They want to be more concerned when you stop caring. Right then. I hope that helps you, Michelle. Yeah, I'd have to say hang in there. Right. I'm going to move on. Let's sort Nadia out. Card for love, please. Nadia, can you just pop up, please, with your sun sign, my sweetheart? Just let me know your sun sign and then we'll throw these cards for you. Aries, lovely. Thanks, Nadia. Right then. Nadia Ramkaran. Aries female. Can we get some love advice? Love spread, please, for Nadia. Aries female. Nadia. Okay, I've got to cut the deck with this one. It should be interesting. Just bear with. Okay, let's see what comes up here for Nadia. The Queen of Cups. Nadia. Seven of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay, two there. The Ace of Pentacles and Justice. The Knight of Pentacles in the reversed over that seven. I'm just this Seven of Swords just looks so out of place in the context of the reading, so I'm just going to clarify that this Seven of Swords and sort of page in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. So I'm wondering if this is somebody that you've already been with compared to who you sort of getting to know moving forward. Nadia, Aries female, Nadia. Right, I've got let go control issues. And coming towards Nadia. Romantic feelings. Spread looks like where you've come from versus where you're going. Right, Nadia. Either this is someone around you now or someone that you've already been with. That Seven of Swords, I've got the King of Wands for a plus Earth here. Okay, so I'm wondering if they're an Earth sign or a fire sign. And I've got here, allow a situation to unfold naturally. I'm sort of looking at this and I'm sort of thinking someone has been a pretty selfish piece of shit. But I've got someone definitely in your future who looks like a water sign, if I'm honest. Who looks a little bit more favourable. I'm wondering if you've got a choice between two different people. If that is the case, I'd definitely say one of them's a sneaky piece of shit, one of them's actually looking more favourable. Or this Seven of Swords is someone who feels recent. No, not right now. I'm wondering if, like I say, this could be someone who you have been with. Sort of, that's the way the spread kind of fell together. It was like where you've been versus where you're going. But like I say, whatever this is, I've got this lack of commitment from the past. Why? Because someone was messing around and I've kind of got the King of Wands in the reverse. Maybe this is your energy. It brought out the worst in you. I mean, it can also be a bit of an indication towards abuse as well, actually. So it may not be necessarily your energy, just what you were put through. Some sort of, whether it be verbal abuse, mental abuse. It can sometimes mean physical, but we don't speculate that too much. I will say, though, you definitely sort of had your fair share of a bit of a fucking idiot in the past. You're seeing a Libra who's only a friend with benefits. So that's probably who this guy is, then. Says allow the situation to unfold naturally over that. And do you know what I think that is? I think it's an indication to sort of say, if it's going to end, it's going to end naturally. And you'll probably see the truth, what it really is eventually anyway. But I have somebody else here who's not going to mess you around, who is going to commit to you. And they're coming across as the Knight of Cups, and this is sort of like that knight in shining armour effect moving forward. I think depending on how long you've been seeing this Libra, you know, I would definitely put a time limit on that, Nadia. And I do recommend this to a lot of people. You know, if somebody can't decide whether they want to be with you or not, and I always have a rule of thumb, like 3 months. If somebody can't decide if they want to be with you in 3 months, I would definitely be like, right, okay, you don't want to be with me and I'm not waiting any longer. In which case, if I were you, I'd move on. Yeah, both ex-husband abusive. So this could be a total thing. I think the saying springs to mind, jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. I don't know if you even realise there may be some repetition in the kind of people that you're going for. Because if I'm sort of seeing this showing up for past and present, I'd be concerned about this Libra if I were you, Nadia. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to ditch him. That's not what I do. You have to decide for yourself. That's why they're saying, allow this situation to unfold naturally. You will see this person for who they really are eventually. I definitely recommend, rule of thumb, 3 months. If he can't decide within 3 months whether he wants to be with you or not, get rid, because he's using you. So, moving forward, I have romantic feelings here, and I've got strong water energy coming up. Ignore that the Queen is female for a second, because this can also be your energy of actually, the Queen represents knowing exactly where a cup of love is going. Yeah, I'd definitely say, Nadia, it's probably time for you to move on then if you're seeing it in for who really is now. Like I say, the choice will always be down to you whether you want to or not. If you're having a lot of sexual fun with this guy, continue, because if it falls apart, it falls apart. I suppose if you can do that without expectations, there's nothing wrong with friends with benefits as long as you don't have the expectations there. But moving forward, I have this strong water energy. And like I say, the Queen of Cups could represent you knowing exactly who your couple love is going to. So, you know, I think this Knight of Cups really is it, because this is like the knight in shining armor effect. And, you know, I sometimes take the Knight of Cups with a pinch of salt because it's a very larger than life character. So I definitely say with Justice and the Ace of Pentacles being there, this looks to me like you could actually have more of a solid offer coming from someone that you are going to meet in the not so distant future, somebody where romantic feelings grow mutually. And also the Seven of Cups, there is no fakeness about this. In the upright, if you actually look at the Rider-Waite version of the Seven of Cups, it sort of depicts items in the cups, some of the same colour as the background, and some are actually in different colours. And that's where we sort of get the notion of, when the Seven of Cups shows up, it's deciding what's real and what's fake. What's an illusion, what's reality. And in the reverse, that decision is quite clear. You know what's real and you know what's fake. And this person does this for you. And I have got quite it could be a karmic relationship as well, just as being there. Karmic relationship, karmic connection between you two. I would definitely move on and keep an eye out for this water sign, Nadia. There's something going on there, and you need to be available for it, my sweetheart. Right, I'll leave that there and I'll move on. You guys, I'm literally busting the toilet. So before I move on to the next person, I'll leave the live stream on. Don't panic. You just have to sit and watch my sofa for a moment. I do need to nip to the loo. I won't be a minute, my beauties. But yes, Nadia, you're very welcome. I won't be a sec. It's all right, I'm back, my beauties. I'm back. Oh, here we go. There we go. Right then. Oh dear. Moving on. Who was next? Sen Upshot. Hello, Sen Upshot. Oh, it's Sandra. Hey, Sandra. You're in Aries. What does Spirit want you to know most right now? Sandra, you're up. Hey. Right then, Sandra. I think I need my Spirit message oracle cards. Let me just grab those. They're just over here. I definitely need those for this. I love spiritual message readings, you guys. I love them. Hey, speaking of spiritual messages, do you know if you want, because I know obviously a lot of readers on YouTube tend to focus more generally around love, finances and career and stuff like that. You know, if you're actually interested specifically in spiritual messages that are general, you need to check out, what's it called? Angelic Reiki Silver and Gold. That's the name of the channel. Her name's Georgia. She does some smashing spiritual message general readings. You guys should definitely check her out. I was thinking about doing a separate video, actually, to be fair, on some of these channels, because there's a lot of newbies and whatnot that are coming out that are actually really good. Right then. Sandra, Aries female Sandra, spiritual message, please. What does Spirit want Sandra to know right now? Okay, High Priestess reverse just fell out. The 9 of Wands. The 10 of Swords reversed. The 6 of Wands. The Chariot. If I needed to see a good card, that were it. Full reverse. Let me just throw a couple of these Spirit message cards. Spirit message for Sandra, Aries female Sandra. What's this? Support in nature. One more for Sandra, please. One more for Sandra. Embrace the moment. Sandra, I think you've been stuck for some time, my sweetheart. I really do. I need more clarification, though. I don't normally sort of keep going, but I just feel I need to. The Ace of Swords. Fell out sideways, though. So I'm kind of wondering if you've got half the truth on a certain situation. The Knight of Pentacles. Right, we'll stop there. Sandra, my sweetie, that 10 of Swords in the reverse. This is clear indication that there is a lot of pain, deep rooted. I mean, deep rooted. This is something that's rocked you to your core. So if it is some sort of a half truth, like you're really pissed off about it and you're just struggling to get over it, that's what this is. But there's more to it than that. It's like when the 10's in the reverse, it's not so much a refusal to heal. It's I can't because I don't understand why this had to happen. I don't understand why this was said or why this was done. And it's like until you can either come to terms with it on your own, in your own sweet time, or until you get the answers that you desperately need in order to move forward, that 10's going to stay reversed. The High Priestess is reversed, so some sort of a secret's come out, some sort of a hush-hush hidden in the, I don't know, somebody was keeping something hidden from you. You've kind of found out. I'm wondering if you've asked for the truth and you've only got half the truth, but you know the truth. You just don't know why the truth ended up being the way it was, like why someone did what they did or said what they said. I definitely think you are getting much better. They're just showing me what happened. That's kind of what they're showing me, how you got to the state that you got. And the reason why I know that you're getting better is because you've been making slow progress. So this is progress, slow but surely, with the Knight of Pentacles. It's always slow. But slow and steady wins the race. I always say that, because if you can come to terms with things in your own time, then you know what I mean. It doesn't matter when you finish the race, as long as you finish it. And you will. And you will. I've got the 6 of Wands here, so I do see recognition. Now, this could totally be pat on the back for oneself for coming so far. It could be Spirit's way of saying, You've done well here, girl, to come as far as you have, considering what you've been through. But the Chariot really is where you really start managing to move on. So don't worry. I feel like what Spirit's trying to say to you at this point in time is you have been stuck for a very long time. But this phase is coming to an end. This phase is going to slowly come to an end as you recover. It cannot be rushed. You've done right not to rush. Because if you rush, you're saying you cut corners. And when you cut corners, you miss pieces of the puzzle. When you miss pieces of the puzzle, you're misunderstanding a hell of a lot. So this is just you coming to terms with things on your own. This will pass. This phase will pass. It's totally temporary. Now, as far as the Oracle cards go, for one, yes, you should embrace this moment because you have come a long way and you should start to feel proud of yourself for that as well. So I'll read you the card. This is what I do with these cards. So embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today, Sandra, and repel those negative thoughts. I think that's a massive part of what this problem is, isn't it? Every time you sort of feel yourself getting to a point where you can actually wake up and feel good about yourself, all it takes is that one thought from the past to creep into your head and it's like, oh, no. And then you're fixated on it all day. And I feel like that's what it is, isn't it? It's like you take a step forward, those little niggly thoughts pull you back. Repel the negative thoughts, okay? Try not to judge yourself or others. I always say this, people will misbehave. People's behaviour will be absolutely appalling at times. But you cannot do anything about anybody else's behaviour. All you can do is adjust your own for the better so that you can live a happier life. Because you cannot do anything about anybody else's behaviour, unfortunately. Some will say sorry, some won't. At the end of the day, that's their prerogative. There's nothing you can do about that. So this, obviously, it may be harder than you think. That's what they're saying. But what's actually happening is that you're changing your energy. So I'm really happy to see that card. Obviously, it's a bit blurry, the writing, but you can actually Google these cards. They're the John Holland Daily Spirit Messages deck. And, you know, the little sayings on these cards are absolutely fantastic. You're changing your energy. This is a good thing. Now, I have support. And this is an indication that you've got a lot of support around you. You've also got a lot of spiritual support around you as well. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, which is kind of what happened if you think about it. And while others will often return because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. As long as you've got a good knit, close knit around you that support you and pull you up when you're down, that's all that matters. Anybody else who comes in and out, you may have little bits to learn from them, but nobody who walks into your life is fussed to stay. Those that do deserve your full attention. And also have nature. It just could be a bit of an indication. I mean, it does say on the card, this is time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization and strength. Nature has much to offer. Take this time to connect, spend some quality time outdoors. I have a funny feeling that you actually enjoy being out in nature, hiking, going for walks and things like that. And maybe this whole episode has kind of set you back a little bit where you may have lost a bit of interest in certain, even if it's not anything to do with nature, this could definitely just be hobbies in general. Whatever you've kind of lost interest in through the process of being hurt very badly, maybe now's the time that you're starting to feel a little bit better. You get back to that. And you are going to feel your spirit guides more so when you're doing what you love. And I'm wondering if that's something that's kind of slipped your mind of late. It's not that they ever left, it's just that you may not have even thought that they're there. And you believe, I know you do. Maybe it's just a reminder to you. Maybe. Anyway, my sweetheart, I hope that helped you moving forward. And I've got no doubt you're on the right track. Just stay on that track and try not to let your son get sucked back into that negativity again. You're going places, babe. Stay on this path. No, you're so welcome, Sandra. All right, moving on. Let's take a look. Who was up next? Emily Lehman. Hello, Emily. If you're still in the room, my sweetheart, can you just pop up and let me know your sun sign? You want to know, should you call and apologise for leaving them? Oh, no problem, Sandra. I'm so happy to have been able to help you today. So, yeah, I love these cards. Tudor Rose, I swear, I love them. Emily, Gemini. Right then, should Emily, Gemini female, Emily, 2 seconds, apologise for leaving them? Should Emily call up this specific person that she's thinking about and apologise for leaving them? Should Emily call, get in touch with the person in mind and apologise for leaving them? Should she apologise for leaving the specific person that she has in mind? Should she apologise? Okay, I've got the Hangman. Should Emily apologise? Queen of Swords. I would definitely say it could be worth it. Queen of Swords is an invite to communicate. We've got the Two of Swords. So you're still in two minds as to whether to keep this hanging around or get in touch. Yeah, okay, Spirit, we know that. Do you want to maybe throw some cards to give a direct answer? All right, screaming at me. We have. 5 of Pentacles. So that's you shutting them out. This is why you shut them out. Is this a specific person that you want to get in touch with a water sign by any chance, Emily? Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Magician reversed. Okay. Right, I have some info here for you, Emily. Don't jump the gun at that Queen. We've got to stay optimistic. Emily, we need to talk. Oh, Virgo and Libra. Okay. The energy of the King still stands, which I will explain in a moment. So, in fact, let's go through that now. The King in the reverse. Right. If you left for a reason. Shutting someone out because of this could be one of a few things. It's either emotional unavailability, somebody's not emotionally available to you, so you left, or emotional manipulation, so you left, or just being emotionally drained and not really having anything to give this person. So it's either them to you or you to them, whichever way this goes. I can see you're in two minds. Do we, as the Queen of Swords would suggest, get in touch? Or do we leave this lingering? Which way do we go? This time you totally blindfold off and make a decision. Now, there's no right or wrong way to go about this. If you want to go ahead and apologise, do so. I suggest what you apologise for is for not explaining why you left. I would not apologise for leaving. Explain why. If you're going to tell someone why you left them, you can say, I'm sorry I didn't explain why I left you. Don't say, I'm sorry I left you, because you had a reason. Emotionally unavailable. Well, there you go. The King had its purpose. To be fair, with being emotionally unavailable, it's neither their fault nor yours. That's just how they felt. But why expect you to stick around if they're not emotionally open to you? Isn't that selfish of them to keep you there? Just beg that question. And it is a form of emotional manipulation. If you are with somebody who is not embracing the emotional connection between you two because they're closed off, and then it ends up being like trying to draw blood from a stone, how is that your fault? Why should you apologise for that? If you want to apologise for anything, or I would apologise for the lack of explanation, because yes, to me this looks like if they felt shut out in the cold, which is the 5 of Pentacles, they were definitely left wondering why. So if you're going to get in touch and tell them anything, tell them why. I must admit though, don't expect anything to come of it. They may accept the apology for the lack of explanation, but I don't think this person's going to do anything with it. But stay optimistic nonetheless, because you set your karmic balance right by doing what you feel you need to do and doing the right thing for you. Whether you get in touch with them or not, don't matter what reaction you get, you're karmically balanced. So stay optimistic. Positive thinking is key in this case. There is no need for you to feel bad about what happened because you did it for a reason. And I think what Spirit's trying to point out here is stand in your conviction. Yeah? All right, you left. You didn't exactly tell them why. If you're going to get in touch about anything, that needs to be it. Don't apologise for leaving. Apologise for not giving them an explanation. And ask if they want it. Whoever this person is, say, look, I'm sorry I never explained why I left. If you want to know why, I'm happy to talk about that now. I may not have been before, but I am now. Like I say, I'm not seeing anything coming of it. This person's a little bit selfish, if I'm honest. I'm not too keen on their energy. Don't get me wrong, it's nobody's fault if somebody's emotionally unavailable, but it is a form of leading somebody on at the same time. And I do think that you need to bear that in mind when dealing with this person, because they could have let you go first out of respect more than anything, and they didn't. I'll leave that there, my sweetheart, and I hope that this helps you move forward. Just stay optimistic, because it was in the past, and it's something you don't need to dwell on. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that you do not need to dwell on. So I'll leave that there then, sweetie. Oh, Anjali. Hey, Anjali. Now it's Sunday Super Chat. You know, in the chat below, you'll see like a little dollar icon where you'd normally write something. There's like a little smiley emoji, and next to it, there's a dollar icon. It's just a $5 Super Chat today. And then if you pop that through, I'll receive it and I'll be able to read for you. But if you do it, I'd do it quickly, because I'm nearly done, and you would be the last one if you put that through. Yeah, Emily, I hope that helps you moving forward, sweetheart, but I definitely don't advise you to apologise for leaving when you had a reason to. So, you don't see the icon? What I'll do, Anjali, are you on your phone or are you on desktop? Because it's not necessarily a link that I can post. Are you on your phone or are you on desktop? Desktop, right, okay, this helps. So do you see where the live chat is, which is usually in the right hand panel? Do you see that? Yeah, right. Where it says, where you can write the comment, I mean, you're writing comments now, so where you can write the comment, if you look just underneath, it's a little square icon, and it's got what looks like a dollar sign in the little icon below. Yeah, you see, yeah, that's it. If you click that, my sweetheart, I mean, if you've never used it before, it may ask you to enter card details, but that goes, it's the same with PayPal, isn't it? And then, yeah, it's just $5 Super Chat. And if you pop that through, I can answer a question now before I shoot. Oh, have a sip of my pot. Seriously, I drink that much Pepsi on camera, you'd think that they'd sponsor me. Okay, what time is it there? It is nearly 10:15 in the evening, PM. It is 10:14 PM, 22:14. Oh dear. Tippy Tansy, always get you at the end of your live vid. We'll get to the start one day. Oh, no problem, Tippy Tansy. Like I say, if you want to join us tomorrow for Monday Fun Day, It's 8:30 p.m. UK BST, British summertime. So if you manage to catch me tomorrow, it'd be great to have you. We're doing a quiz for freebies tomorrow. Yeah. No problem, Tippy. Just waiting to see if Anjali still wants this reading. I'll hang on for another 5 minutes. Sweet. No problemo. Right. I have a lighter somewhere. Oh, it's in my back pocket. I was going to have a cigarette. I've got to do Marcus's reading straight after, and then I've got another 2 romance spread readings. Don't forget about that romance spread, you guys. You know, if you've got someone in mind and you're not really sure like what they are to you or even how you feel about them and things like that, it's called the relationship spread. It's 14 card spread, and I do clarify it a little bit, but like it helps put it into perspective, like who this person really is to you and possible outcomes and advice and stuff like that. And it's only 20 quid if you guys want to partake. Rosie, Kate, are you a cougar? Just being nosy. Oh my God, Rosie, why are you asking me such things? Am I a cougar? Isn't that somebody who goes for younger men? I'm gonna get all embarrassed now. All right, I'll level with you guys. I swing from extreme to extreme. They're either a lot older or a lot younger. That's the fuck off trying harder. I'm not shy. Oh, all right, I am a little bit. Rosie, don't. I swing from extreme to extreme. That's the best way to put it. I was 25 when I met my son's dad, and he was twice my age then. Yep. And I have been known to date someone 10 years younger. It's not unknown. It's not unheard of. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to know? Why are you prying into my personal life? Seriously. There just are no secrets when KK is live, are there? Well, I don't know. I tend to go for personality over anything. But unfortunately, a lot of my exes were Taurians. Seriously. I think one was a Gemini. That did not last. Don't get me wrong, I got my beautiful daughter out of that one, but yeah, that one did not last. Rosie, I'm a cougar, but some older dude is coming to me. You said in my... Yeah, I did see someone a bit older than you coming towards you. Strange how things happen. Yeah, Marcus, I know. Scorpios and Gemini, like Scorpio females and Gemini males don't tend to get on. Like we get on with females like as friends, but not with males in partnership terms, you know what I mean? But then it's like my brother, he's a Gemini, and we get on like a house on fire. But like, you know, we're friends, we're brothers. But like, you know, like my daughter's dad, I could not trust him as far as I could throw him. Seriously. And it got spun way out of proportion because then I had his best mate who was about to get married trying to, you know, get him there as well, I suppose. And it was just, it all got so weird. And I was literally just like, oh my God, these people are fucking cray-cray. Gemini I can't trust, a best mate who he can't trust. And it was literally like, oh my God, these people are fucking cray-cray. Yeah. I wouldn't have called him abusive or anything. He was actually quite a softie at heart. He was just so untrustworthy. He actually referred to himself as a little bit of a sexual deviant at the point. I said I didn't want to do it anymore. And I believe that. Seriously, you guys, I believe that. Bear in mind, I was like 20 at the time. I had Abby when I was 21. So, but to be fair to him, he's not done so bad as a dad, to be fair to him. It's complicated, very complicated, so I won't go too far into it, you guys, because just out of respect for Abby more than anything, but he stood up to the plate in his own way, so I don't fault him for that. Yeah, I must admit he was responsible, let's just put it like that. So Marcus, fun time, but not for love. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. They're good for a laugh, they're good for some fun, but you can't really take it any further than that way, Gemini. You really can't. If you're a Scorpio, you can't. So, Alex, mine were all born in July. Wow. Kim, they are fun, but air signs are hard to contain. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, my mum's a Libra, and God knows I love my mum, but she's a right party animal, you know. Seriously, I mean, she's calmed down a little bit this year, but yeah, she's a right party animal. She'll go out every weekend with the girls, you know, and that's my mum. Marcus, when my Libra comes out, I'm wild. Yeah. I think Libras are such fun. I do. I mean, my cousin, he's a Libra as well, Wendell. His name's Wayne. We all call him Wendell. Yeah, he's a right laugh as well. Literally, if a Libra's got some alcohol in them, there's nothing they won't do. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to shoot because that last reading did not come through. So I think I'm quite happy to end this here. Yeah. Roses is making me miss my knee. Pisces got some stress to handle. Oh, Star. Bye for now, sweetie. Thank you so much, love. Catch up with it. Yes, we will catch up, Star. I will definitely be in touch with you. Probably like because I'm a bit busy tomorrow. Probably Tuesday or something, Star. Yes, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna leave this here because I'm gonna get on with Marcus's reading. He needs it, you guys. We are delaying Marcus getting his information from Spirit. We can't do this any longer. We gotta sort this shit. Marcus, we're gonna sort this shit. So right then, you guys. I'm gonna go. I know you need it, dude. I'm on this. Right. I will see you all in a bit. Take care. And I'll see you tomorrow for Monday Fun Day. Be there or be square. All right. Take care. Bye, you guys.